along the shores of Lake Erie. The Dog Pound already in full roar. We welcome you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. A safe kick taken at the 5. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's the rookie who played in-state over in Columbus. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early. And we see it here. Nice first play pickup. Fresh set of downs.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll stick with him again. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
Right back to him on 1st down. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Raiders' 31-yard line.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 4. Have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. Quick throw here is complete. A gain there of 11. 1st down, Cleveland.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
Now a give on the ground. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
3rd and long for Watson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
A big loss
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have. And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. To return it, here's Raheem Mostert. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. Second and a yard. He'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's got the first down and more than that. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. And this one is no good. He has missed the extra point. Keep that one in mind. We'll see if that comes into play as we go along this afternoon. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
We had a feeling coming into the game that they were going to get this guy plenty of touches, and you can see from this early success why. The defense is going to have to make some adjustments here because they have had no answers thus far.
Reset.
And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss, and it's 2nd down.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
To throw on 2nd down is Watson. That's into traffic, but taken in. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's a toss as they look to run. Wow! He'll get 4 and down inside the 20-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Watson. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Cleveland. that touchdown. Number 11 on the year.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Mostert now to return. Now an opening past the 30. And he brings this back all the way to midfield. It's first down, and they'll run. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. 10-6 is the score. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. Second down and 8. Now, faking the give. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. That's Olave. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in. Here's 3rd and 2. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Raiders. Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Set.
His drive will start on the ground. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10.
Get set. At 31.
Shotgun snap to Watson. He's going to air this one out. That's caught! And he will go all the way. Touchdown, grounds. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Mostert now to return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
When you go out and invest in a young guy like this to be part of your backfield's future, you got to find ways to get him involved early, and I think here's a case of doing just that.
He's beyond midfield to the 45. And he'll be taken down.
Starting to see a back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That one caught by Tucker. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
Oh, we try to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Back to the sideline and intercepted.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes.
Oh, the ball comes out. And this is taken in by the defense.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. It's Watson out of the pistol. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try to run this one in. And looked like he may have had a lane, but the defense shut it down quickly. He did not get in. It'll be 2nd down.
This defense is able to get the hold here on 1st down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4-down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go. Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. We'll have more from Cleveland after this.
You're set.
The Browns going to use the 1st of their timeouts here. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Mostert now to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. Throwing now on 1st and 10. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in back.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in balance.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
I think there's one of those. Ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow. He's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this 1st down.
Now 1st down throw for Watson. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he will have a 1st down, and they're into field goal range now at the 30.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Reset.
Out of the gun, Watson. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard.
Reset.
Again, it's Watson. This is intercepted. Picked off by Jack Jones. He works free, right side. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Vegas. Carlson now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Raiders will cut the deficit down to 4. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half, and the kickoff's coming their way. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And he'll get 4 here, up to the 24-yard line. So we hit halftime here in Cleveland, and the Browns are in front. As we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the left side into the hands of Olave. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. He'll drop to throw. Thrown left side. The catch is made. Loose inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's got 20 on the year. Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Raiders go up by 3. It's 27-24. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. A good return as he takes it across the 30. On 1st down, it's Watson. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game. Easier.
Fourth down.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They're going to go. It's Watson. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he will have the 1st down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the 3rd quarter. They convert on 4th down.
This is it. At 31. At 59.
To the air again. Watson. Got a man left side. It's caught. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
They'll try to set up the screen here, and they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Set.
From the shotgun, here's Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
A handoff as they try to run it here. Finding room at the 35. Into space. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 79 yards. Touchdown, Vegas. Now Carlson to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Raiders will extend this 3rd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. 1st and 10.
They're set. Alert. Out.
Shotgun snap to Watson. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Elandon Roberts.
Well, I think by now, Mike, we know where the biggest mismatch of this game has been. This defense is all over this passing game. Everywhere they look, they have defenders in the right spot. They've resulted now in 3 interceptions, all while forcing this offense to try to adjust their game plan on the fly.
He'll get this out wide. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's got the 1st down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. Quick throw, taken in.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that...
To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to get the football at their own 23.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning, being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Now a run on 1st down. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. And Landon Roberts in there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6. It's Watson out of the pistol. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it, because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they...
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker.
So when you talk about cover 2, really the area that they're a little vulnerable. They're vulnerable deep or intermediate on the boundaries, and they're vulnerable down the middle of the field. Remember, those 2 safeties, Mike, hence why they call it cover 2, they are splitting the field in half. They need to cover from the goalpost all the way out to the boundary. That's a lot of room to run.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. 1st down throw there is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more. They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
Set. And go.
Handoff here, up the middle. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short.
Hey, 24. We're set. And
Throwing is Watson. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Elandon Roberts. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of play. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Throwing now from the gun. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. We don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Now a give up the middle. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. Watson now on 1st down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Up the middle they go. And he's going to have a 1st down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and
they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Elandon Roberts.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. That's caught left side by Bowers. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And the Raiders have got a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 4-yard line. It's a 1st down and a gain of 13.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the...
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, here's Watson. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, Watson. Man is open, middle of the field. It is caught. And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
I'll tell you what, Mike, this is a guy that you do not want to have to tackle in space. I mean, the footwork, the agility, the ability to go side to side and then still have the burst and explosiveness to pick up big yards. I mean, this guy's a handful.
The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. It comes with 36 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Second and 7. Now it's Watson. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
It's set.
Watson to throw. That is caught. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. We do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. The extra point, up and good. And the Browns are able to cut the deficit to 10. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he gets this up to the 42. So this one, a win for the Raiders. They were forced to travel cross-country. They get the early start, 10 a.m. on their body clocks. They're happy now. They come away with the victory.
Let's go, baby.
So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.